Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Kermit and Friends?
Kermit and Friends.
Kermit. But if
Kermit,
you're saying
like
not
the
to
frog?
do,
Yeah,
wait.
I actually have watched a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
How many hours have you watched, Natalie?
Oh, no, probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy.
My wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kermit and Friends. I'm Elisa. This is Fozzie, and Kermit is watching from heaven. I'm super excited about the show today. We have some unbelievable guests that are coming on. So I don't know if you guys have heard this, but we had a COO, a very conservative COO named Trumpster Bob. Trumpster Bob started an anti-Kermitarian Discord server to attack Kermit and Friends. Okay, so this was our COO. I mean, this is not a role that you just give out to everyone. This is a very important role. And I thought Trumpster Bob would be really great. He was outspoken. He stood up for what he believes in. He loved the show. He said a lot of great things about Kermit and Friends and about the people here. And I was concerned that we wouldn't be able to find a good replacement. Wheezy, were you concerned when Trumpster Bob started the anti-Kermitarian Discord server?
I really was. I was confused. I was alarmed. I was sad, and I was concerned.
Yeah, we all were.
It was shocking to me, actually. But I know that there's some big news concerning that, though, and I'm actually pretty impressed and excited about that.
Yes. So what happened was Bob quit, and he was actually, so we have multiple wrap-up shows for Kermit and Friends. So after Kermit and Friends, there's a whole bunch of other shows on YouTube that talk about Kermit and Friends and what happens here. And you had one of them with Bob.
Yes, and it didn't go so well at all.
No. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that he's gone?
I got fired, so I kind of had to just kind of sit back and lick my wounds for a while. But I think that I will go on. And depending on if Bob enters the Kermisphere again, I'd love to have him back, but he would have to maybe make amends with a couple of people and a couple of things that he might have said.
Yes, he would have to make amends. He's going to have to apologize to many people. There's tons of people in the Kermit and Friends Discord server that need to make apologies today.
Yes.
Who would you say the major person that should come to Kermit and Friends and apologize to multiple people? Who is that person? Is that Bob? Is that someone else?
I would say Chase is tied with Bob. I think it's a tie for first right now.
Yes. Yes, Chase has been horrible for the last 24 hours. I can't even believe what he has done. It's shocking. I mean, he's dating our head person here, one of the main stars of the show. He's dating Charmin. And Charmin, you're dating somebody from Kermit and Friends, and then he turns on you overnight in the Kermit and Friends Discord server. Are you unimpressed with this guy now? How do you feel about him?
It is questionable as to whether or not he is first dude material. He has some behavior problems he's going to have to work on for sure. I didn't get to see the meltdown from last night, but whatever the mood is that swept through the Kermit verse on Wednesday seems to have really changed the game. Bob melted down, Chase melted down, everybody seems to be melting down. Chase has apologized, but I don't even know what happened last night.
Well, the truth is that he went nuts. And, when you're running for president, like how you plan on doing in the next election, can you have someone so volatile by your side?
No, he's going to have to learn how to behave. He's going to have to apologize. He's going to have to be able to, to behave in ways that don't create scandals. They have no room for scandals.
Yeah, if you're running for president, you cannot have a volatile, crazy person as the first guy.
Nope, he's got to be the kind of man that helps the other men man up and act right.
Exactly.
Apologies are important. We'll have to be able to see if it will change, what will happen. The wrap-up show should be very interesting. There's going to be some surprise guests, some drama. Some of the chaos that took place during the week will surely show up there today. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that. I know everybody's looking forward to that. Just really quick, I'd like to bring on T-Bob's replacement. T-Bob's replacement, I think, will be better than Bob. Okay, I think this is going to be a great COO. He is strong in his beliefs. He's willing to be on Kermit and Friends. His name is Liberal Larry. Everybody welcome Liberal Larry to the show.
Hi.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
I'm super. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy that you're replacing Bob as COO. I think you really deserve it. I know you're passionate about a lot of things, and that's what it takes to be a great COO. I noticed you posted a video about Britney Spears. Is that something that you're passionate about? Is that someone you're passionate about?
Yes. It is finally Free Britney has been on my lips for years. For years and years. And now she's out. And I'd like to see her try an escape room right now. I bet she could do one.
Yes, I think Britney, deserves to have access to her money. It's horrible that people have been in control of her for so long. It's terrible. I mean, what do you think is going to happen to that money now? Do you think she's going to be safe with it? Do you think she's going to save it for her future? What do you think she's going to do?
I think it'll be gone in 2 weeks, but it's her money. Let her do what she wants to do. If she wants to splurge and buy her man everything he wants, like a new Ferrari, or go for it, girl. It's your money.
Yeah, what do you think of her choice in men? She is a very attractive kind of boy toy type. Does he work? Is he a working man? Like, what does he do? Do you know anything about him?
I do not know. I Googled, and all I could find out was like Britney Spears' boyfriend. You know what does that mean? It's like there's not a whole lot of info. It's just like you Google his name and it just shows pictures of her and him. That is never, ever, ever a good sign.
Exactly. I mean, as Liberal Larry, do you think maybe the government should take care of Britney Spears' boyfriend for the rest of his life? Or what do you think should happen with him? How should he be taken care of financially? Should it be the government or should it be Britney?
I'm starting to think the government's been taking care of him up to this point. Okay. And now Britney's taken over.
Okay.
Because, like I'm saying, I can't find any business info on him. So maybe he's just been living in the ghetto.
Yeah, maybe he was very poor and he lucked out meeting Britney, which is very exciting for a person. I can imagine that. I mean, I think it's everybody's dream. I have a few questions for you just because you're new here, that my staff.
Yeah. Well, the same thing happened to Kevin Federline. He got lucky.
That's true, but it didn't seem like he did a lot with it. It's a big opportunity, but when you give a big opportunity to somebody like that, usually they don't do anything with it, right? Because they didn't really work for it.
Oh, but look, he gave her 2 meal tickets. They have 2 children. He's never, ever got to work again. Snap. Go.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So, let me ask you this. What is it about conservative people that you dislike the most?
They're just not free thinkers. You have to think outside the box. And I learned that one day when I was watching my cat. He was walking around the sandbox, and I thought, there he's going to eat. And then he pooped outside the box. And I go, see, free thinker.
Okay, so you think the conservatives like Bob are not free thinkers? You think they're just a bunch of sheep?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the best way I've heard you put it yet.
And are Trump supporters the worst people on the planet? Trump supporters like Bob, COOT Bob?
Trump supporters have ruined everything. You know, this used to be like just the playground of everybody. Everybody from all over the world came to America and wanted to be here. And then Trump got all like, nobody's welcome. We're stopping all flights. Nobody can come here ever again. And this country has just gone to hell in a handbasket since then.
Yes, it got a lot worse. Obviously, during Trump's presidency, it was the worst years ever. I mean, did you go through a hard time during that time?
I did because I quit spray tanning because of him. I had 4 years of pale whiteness because I did not want to look orangey like him.
Really?
It was all his fault. I mean, I think a lot of people like that. That's why people are so white in America now, is because we let the color fall off of it.
You know what? That's a very good point. I do not like it when I'm too white. In fact, yesterday, yesterday I went to the pool because I haven't been to the pool in a while. And I realized I walked up to the pool, Larry, and I saw these young ladies, right? And they were bending over, taking Instagram pictures right in front of me.
Right there.
Right there, right in front. I saw everything. I saw them. Their whole butthole was hanging out, Larry. And they were in front of me, and they were posting pictures, and they were just like all over each other. And I just thought, I can't be at this pool anymore. I can't stand it. It's disgusting. And I realized in that moment, I'm a Karen.
They were Instagramming their starfish?
They were. Yeah, they were. And actually, the one girl, she started to talk to me. She goes, "Oh, are you Elisa?" And I said, "Yes, I am Elisa." She goes, "Oh, you're friends with my mother."
Oh, no, she didn't.
That's what she said. She says, "I'm friends with her mother." And it was true. I am her mother's friend. So I realize now I'm old. I'm that lady complaining at the pool. I'm that person. 20 years ago, I was her. I was showing my starfish at the pool.
So now the Karens are we know what Karens are. So now there's a thing called Elisa. You're a Elisa.
Yeah, I am. I'm worse than a Karen. I was going to call her mother and tell on her, but then I just really stopped myself. I said, you know what? This was me 20 years ago. You know, I was wearing a bun. I looked disgusting. I don't even think I showered yesterday. And, you know, I was at the pool and they're looking, you know, really young and really good. And I realized, am I jealous? Am I a jealous Karen? Is this what my life has come to? Am I telling on this person? Am I friends with the mother? 20 years ago, I was having fun. I was posing. I was in a bikini. They're wearing thongs at my pool, and I was so offended by it. I couldn't relax. I said, this is disgusting. This is grossing me out. I got to get out of here. This is not me anymore. And I realized I'm very old. I'm a Karen. I'm complaining, and I'm wearing a bun. I'm my worst nightmare.
No. See, what officially just happened, and you just created it right then. A jealous Karen is a Lisa.
Yes.
Quit being a Lisa.
Exactly. I think you're absolutely right. So yeah, I mean, I am a Karen. I'm not proud of it, and it's getting worse. And you know, it's just not a good thing. But we have a very exciting guest, Larry, that I think you're gonna really like today. Okay, you're gonna love this, Larry.
Yeah.
And I want you to help me interview this guy. I'm not sure if you've heard of him before. His name is Adam Barta. Does that ring a bell?
Barta. No.
Okay, I think he might be liberal too. So he is an American actor. He's a reality star. He's a musician. He has 4 charting singles on the Billboard dance chart, much like Britney, and is known for his duets and viral videos with Honey Boo Boo, with Farrah Abraham, Margaret Cho, Tan Mom. I mean, these are humongous stars. He's been on TMZ.
He hasn't done anything with me.
He should.
That's crazy.
It's a crime. It's an absolute crime that he hasn't done anything with you yet. He should. That should be his next person. That should be his next duet. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play this unbelievable song that he wrote. And then we're going to hear from him and see what he has to say. And you're going to think of a question for him because this is a great guest. Everybody check out this wonderful video. I am a huge fan of Adam Barta.
and I'm gonna make it fancy. All the players be playing and then the haters be hating. But they're just waiting and waiting and getting me up. Throw your hands up in the air without a care in the world. To the beat, every boy, every girl, from out the bars, kiss the lungs, get over the top in the VIP. Throw your hands up in the air without a care in the world. To the beat, every boy, every girl, from out the bars, kiss the lungs, get over the top in the
Wow. I
Wow, I haven't
love
heard that in a while.
song. I love that song. That's like, seriously, right now, that's like my favorite song.
Oh my
I'm-
God, thank you.
Yeah, I'm
It's
so
it's
thrilled.
such a blast from the past too, because that song was, I think, on Bad Girls Club. So like I associate it with Bad Girls Club and just all like the chicks dancing around in the club going crazy. But it was such a, that was like, it was so, and I'm living for these comments, by the way, that your audience is awesome. Like I'm dying to, the best one was like, that's James Charles' dad. I was like, that describes me to a T, like a middle-aged, like old gay man, you know, like ridiculously flamboyant, but like having fun. So I love it.
Your career is so fun. I think I read that you started on Broadway. Is that how you started everything?
Well, it was like off Broadway, but it's like it's got shortened to Broadway all across the year, so I'll take it. But like, yeah, I used to do like musical theater, and I was kind of like a big theater kid in high school and college, and then I kind of like my career pivoted because I was actually in 2 boy bands, which like I started out really hardcore like pop. There are photos of me on the internet somewhere with like bleach blonde hair and tips and spikes and like the pumps and everything, like boy band chic. And then it kind of just like they fell apart. Like I guess it was just like I wasn't meant to be in a band dynamic.
Yeah, that is tough. I was in a band too. And
Yes.
I know with multiple people, it's hard to get along with multiple people at the same time. Tensions are high. Like, why do you think that is? Do you think it's because you just want success so bad it gets competitive?
I think too, when there's a lot of talented, creative people together, like the spirit of creativity works collaboratively. But I think individually, like we have art, when we're all like painters, and that's what I equivocate like my microphone and my camera to. And I'm sure your microphone is like a paintbrush. Like you're painting right now, you're creating art, you're having guests on, like you're making something that you want people to see. And I think there's like some control that you want to have over it. Like, and that's what I wanted with my music. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. And it kind of took me in a crazy direction. Whether or not it was the right thing, I don't know. But, here we are.
Yeah. So you pivoted from being in plays to being in a boy band, multiple boy bands. And then what? And then what did you do from there?
So after the boy bands were done, I started to do solo pop music and got into dance music, started really like, researching. And this was right around the time I have crazy Lady Gaga story. Was like 2009, 2007. My music was like blowing up in Abercrombie and Fitch. It was like on the dance stations or whatever. Logo TV was just coming out. And Lady Gaga was like headlining their award show, the New Now Next Awards. And I was there. She was like, Lady Gaga was like 10 feet away from me. But at the time, nobody knew who Lady Gaga was. It was just this
before
woman
she was
like,
famous.
But it was before, it was kind of on the precipice. She was right about to perform. This was literally her first TV performance. And she was 10 feet away, and I was with my manager this time. I was like, I don't know, is she a drag queen? I don't know. Like, why is she dressed like that? It was like, this is how stupid people were, like at the time, 2000, whatever it was, 9. And it didn't say hi to her. And I was like, ugh. Again, she was at the studio with me a couple months later filming an MTV thing for Logo. And they're like, do you want to stay and meet Lady Gaga? I was like, no, I actually have to get to a gig in Atlantic City, so I'll pass on that and whatever.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't you know, she's at the gig in Atlantic City the next day as well. And for a third time. And I'm like, you know what? I have a headache backstage. I was backstage at something with her. And like, I was like, I'm going to bed. So that was like my denied Lady Gaga 3 times, like Judas story. Like, I'm horrible.
You just,
like,
you didn't see it.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Who knew?
Yeah. So you couldn't tell. You didn't see any star quality there. She was just like a weirdo.
I guess I was the weirdo, to be honest, because look at her and me now. I think she was so, I think, intimidating. I think that's maybe what it was too, like her presence. And I guess that's why she blew up the way she did, because when she walked into that room, you were like, oh my God, do I talk to her? Who is she? What's going on? Is she a drag queen? So, it worked. And, my mom always wanted her, my mom's in heaven now, and she always wanted me to like write a letter to her, like real cute. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure Lady Gaga's gonna remember. I ignored her 3 times in her career and didn't want to respond to me. So, but maybe one day we'll meet. I don't know. So.
It does get very intimidating when you meet someone that is, has a power to them. Maybe they're not famous yet, but it can be intimidating. And I'm like you in a way where I avoid people like that sometimes. And I prefer to hang out with the weirdos.
Yeah.
And the people that are more like nerdy, because I'm not afraid of those people and I can relate to them more.
Yes. I'm more timid. And yeah, I feel like, and back then, I think now, like as I've gotten older, this was like 10, 11 years ago, I probably would go up to anybody. And it's funny because I heard you tell a story of the opposite. You were like, when I was younger, how you wound up with Cobra Starship, you walked up to in Barcode, there was a bar, and you just walked up to him. You told the story, and I was like, that's the exact opposite of how I am. I'm like, I would walk up to somebody now. I'm like, I don't give a crap, and I feel like as you get older. Yeah, I just I don't care anymore. It's just like you lose, I think as I've gotten older, I guess once you hit 40, you've got a way to go. But once you hit that 40 mark, it's just you stop caring. You're like, whatever, I'm making my art, I'm doing my thing, I'm good. And I'm talented and I know I am. And you just don't care about anything else.
Yeah. But do you get jealous of younger people? Like I'm starting to be.
It's more I'm jealous or angry. This is what infuriates me is the lack of work. You've been there. You're a classical pianist. You train, you're an artist. You do stuff. You create art. There are people that just literally sit in front. There was a girl on Instagram. She was just going like this, and she had 5 million views. She's like, I make $25,000 a week, and I'm like, I'm sitting here editing for 40 hours, and it's just where's the work? Got people put in some work, So.
Yeah, I despise those people, but I wonder if I'm just jealous. I can't tell sometimes. Am I jealous? Or do I hate them for some other reason? When I see people taking those selfies and I see them hoeing it up on Instagram, I get so angry. Yeah. And I think it's multiple reasons. I think I'm jealous, but also I know it's bad for society that, you're not working on something. You're not using a paintbrush or a microphone or saying something that means something to people.
And it doesn't take a lot. Exactly. And it doesn't take a lot for me to respect somebody. Show me something, show me some talent or something that you have, and then I can say, okay, this person has something, they have a talent, they're working on it. But it literally, there's just so stupidity. And there's so many people, I think also that are really talented that are stuck doing these stupid, 15-second TikTok clips and stuff like that. And I know I'm going to sound like an old person saying this, but I think that the kids are selling themselves short because there's a lot more than just putting on a smile or doing something stupid or eating Pop Rocks and soda, on a thing that people can offer. And I think they get stuck doing that because that's kind of the algorithm of what's popular and what churns ahead,
Yeah.
And it's not always the best stuff, the best art.
Exactly. Because you could work on something for 20 years, make no money from it whatsoever, and get no fans. And it could be beautiful art that you really you could work hard on it. It could have meat. It could be deep. It could, have different layers to it, and nobody gives a shit. And then you just buy a big butt for 20 grand and you're famous immediately.
Yeah, you get 20 million people following you. It's like your cat farted or something in the background. And it's and that's what it's so random. And I think maybe I'll be Picasso posthumously. Was he posthumously famous? Or there's an artist that was famous after he died poor. I forget who it was.
I think it was Picasso.
Picasso. Yeah. Now his works of art are the most famous in the world. So maybe that will be me. I don't know. But at some point you just get you just have your your bitterness a little bit over here. And then it's just kind of the rest of it's just having fun. And that's what I see now too. I'm am I having fun? I'm making myself laugh with, what I'm doing and where my career has gone, with Tan Mom and everything. Although that's a whole, talk about that in a second. I see a lot of people asking about that and we'll talk about that. But it's just it comes with having fun, I think, and just letting go and being I don't care. People are gonna, when I first put out my first song with right after the boy band in 2003, I got trashed on Amazon. I was a nobody back then, like literally nobody. Just put it out a single, and people were like, "Kill him! Put him in a volcano! He's horrible! He's ruining music!" Jenny McCarthy's coming after me. All these people, and it's like, I'm like, who am I? I'm a nobody. Like, who am I to you?
Wait, what do
Like,
you mean Jenny McCarthy is coming out?
So Jenny McCarthy is so. All right, so Jenny McCarthy. When I first released my song with Tan Mom, it's back in 2013, and with Jonah Falcon, It's Too Big. At the same time, they both went viral. They were all over TMZ, all over the news and everything. I guess that set her off. So she had her talk show back then with on VH1. And I was told that her and Nelly was the guest, the singer Nelly, on the show that day. They were going to be talking about me. So I was like, oh my God. I told my mom to watch, and I was excited and everything. And I went over with my mom to watch it. And, as the show comes on, I see she brings me up on the show. She's like, oh, guys, do you want to hear a great story about music? And she's like, do you want to know who ruined music forever, Nelly? And I'm like, uh-oh. And my mom's here. And I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
And she's like, it's this guy named Adam Barta. And she brings up this horrible photo of me, has her whole audience boo me for like 2 minutes. My mom now is in tears next to me, like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. And then Nelly's like, oh, well, his hair. Look at his hair. That's not all he ruined with that hairstyle. So I'm like, from the man who has a Band-Aid on his face and doesn't pay his taxes, Nelly, it's kind of sad for you to come after me. And like, it was just really bullying. It felt like bullying to me. And like, now that I think about it, like, and she got away with it. And it was horrible. My mom was crying hysterical, and it was messed up. It was really messed up. So I never got an apology, never got an acknowledgement or anything from Tim. Not that she ever would. I don't care.
You're never going to get one, Adam. I'll tell you that. I've been through this so many times. Recently, I was on the show Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And I enjoyed it. I got so many people writing to me saying how much they enjoyed it. They loved it. And then I said, you know what? I should go to Heather McDonald's Patreon because she talks about her interviews on there and how she feels about her guests.
Right.
So I paid $5
Okay.
and I joined her Patreon to find out that she thought I was a weirdo, very odd, pretty much a freak of nature. And I wouldn't have known that she felt that way about me if I hadn't have paid the $5. But I was so upset because I was just like, I thought it went so well. And then, people could say whatever they want about you, just what's on their mind at that second. And it's hurtful.
Wow. You know what? And maybe that's a great story actually, because it mirrors my story and it kind of is putting this perspective. I'm thinking, what can I say to make you feel better? And this is kind of can apply to myself. Is I think at the end of the day, and maybe this is really good therapy, Lisa. Because I'm thinking this through for myself. Maybe at the end of the day, it's really just a segment. A producer is really just, and the same thing with our Patreon. I have a Patreon, patreon.com. Can I plug it on here? Adam Barta on Patreon. But, I think she's trying to make money and she's plugging it and she's trying to create entertainment and value.
Yeah.
I think so. I think what else could she say? Like she can just, either she can say, salacious stuff and kind of make it interesting. And then people like, oh my God, I have to hear about it. Or, she's great. She was wonderful. I loved her. She's great. She's pretty. I loved her. She's great. Like, and people like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's boring to people, right? So
Yeah.
I've had this happen so many times. Like Lisa Lampanelli went on the Howard Stern wrap-up show and called me a cunt like 20 times.
Oh, that's a praise from Lisa. I would if she calls you that, so she loves you.
Yeah. Actually, you were on the Howard Stern show many times. Was it easy for you? Did you get any like wrath the way I did?
No, it's funny because I come from the gay world, and I'll be honest with you, the Howard Stern fans are a lot nicer and kinder than the gay world.
Oh, really?
Like well, they can be pretty vicious,
Wow.
like in the in the gay community, especially like when I was working for World of Wonder, which is they do RuPaul's Drag Race. I was interviewing drag queens or whatever, and I was getting comments on my music videos, like or on the video interviews I was doing, like throw Adam in a volcano, we want to kill him. And it was like terrible. It was like
from RuPaul's Drag Race?
Their fandom's very toxic. And I'm like, I'm not even on the damn show and these people are feeling some type of way about me. So like, it was very intense. And I think a lot of it is because they're young kids and they don't know. They just they don't know where the filter, like when to stop. So I think, and that's a whole separate, like you should have a drag queen on here. I think you get a great interview, especially with this audience. I think it would be a good window into seeing it. But the level of like toxicity that can happen within that community, like
strikes me as very odd because you think that a drag queen or has been through a very hard time, right? They've had a hard life. I would think and they would want support. And if the gay community is a fan, that's very odd to me. You would think that they would be the most supportive community.
And I think it's entitlement. I think I think it's a younger generation. I mean, younger as in like under 20, like under 18, even like coming up now are getting a lot of entitlement and a lot of like, they don't realize, like these drag queens are pioneers. They're like, and they're people, they're people on TV, like reality stars too, in general. People don't realize, people are different off the camera. When this camera shuts off, yeah, we're still going to be like, talking the same, but there's a different dynamic off the camera. And especially with people that are really on like level here on TV, like, you're a personality. And it's like, it's like Howard Stern, when he's on that show, he puts his heart and soul into it for that 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is. And then it's like, he's a different person off the thing. He turns it off, So I think that's what the disconnect is.
Well, Adam, how different are you in your life than the way you are right now?
I when I started my YouTube channel like a year ago, it was kind of finding that like, am I a vlogger? Is this me? Am I? And I realized like I am a sketch comedy artist. Like that's really what my career has been. Like a lot of it with the music is doing all the Tan Mom and Teen Mom and all these people songs with everybody. Is sketch comedy. They're music videos. They're funny. They're viral videos. So that's kind of what I am. And I'm not necessarily like, sit in front of the camera and tell you what I did all day. I don't know if people want to see that. Their audience is there for it.
I don't like that either. I don't typically watch things like that. Your relationship with Patricia Marie, known as Tan Mom, you did this great music video that I have right here. I just want to ask you a question. A lot of people are writing to me just privately. They're saying that you are not working with her anymore. What happened with her?
Well, on the Judge Jerry show, I think now that it's aired, I can talk about it. The Judge Jerry show, I mean, it's public. You can watch it over there. She sued me for an appearance fee and for $1,500 for being on my web show, The Tea, last year. So kind of like if you watch Howard Stern, the backstory basically is that me and Patricia launched a series of web shows called Tan Talk back in 2020. And we had a bunch of guests on and they kind of went viral and, blew up a little bit. And then that moved into this series called The Tea, which was also kind of like this sketch comedy-ish show that Patricia was on. So Patricia was doing it pro bono at the time. And then she wanted retroactively money because she was fighting with my co-star on the show, Cynthia. So she brought me on Judge Jerry to sue me for an appearance fee that she said that I owed her because she was upset with Cynthia because she wanted to get paid now for the appearance because she wasn't happy that Cynthia was on the show with her.
So is your relationship with her now okay, or is it still not so good?
It's kind of like there is something coming out. This is what I can say. There's something coming out. I think it's this week and it's going to explain everything and everything is okay. Like it's going to be good. We're good. Patricia herself is going through some stuff right now. Like she has to talk about that because it's not my place to say, but like, she's going to be going, I think, in the hospital for some major stuff. I think it's next week, but we'll be okay. Me and her will be okay. And you'll find out this week, our next project that we've done since Judge Jerry.
Okay. So I want to take some fan questions for you. But first, let's check out the song that you did together. Do you want to describe the song at all before I play it?
Which song is this one?
It's the Tan Mom, Free to Be Me, Patricia Marie.
Oh, okay. So this was after like a few years of not working with Patricia. We kind of came together and we just wrote this song, Free to Be Me. And you guys, I mean, most of you know the history of it. It kind of we sent it to Howard and he loved it. And then it just skyrocketed from there. So it became gold.
All right.
Or whatever.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
No, it wasn't. I'm kidding. It was more like mud or whatever, like topaz or whatever.
I heard it did very well. Howard Stern called this his favorite song.
He did.
Howard Stern. So you guys might not realize Howard Stern, the king of all media, the #1 person in radio of all time. There has no one bigger ever than Howard Stern, called this his favorite song. It's called Free to Be Me. Patricia Marie, Free to Be Me.
Thanks, Coco.
Tan Mom? Jesus Christ, this must be a sign of the apocalypse.
All right, Patricia. So what brings us here today?
I want to lose Tan Mom.
I think we can arrange that.
What happened to your nose?
Just a little tanning accident.
She's back one more time.
I never left.
She's back.
Jiminy Cricket.
Tan Mom, 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 Patricia. She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see. She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see.
All I want is the truth to be let out. Can't you see what I've given out? You don't see what I've been through. Well, here's a little message to you. No matter what you say, I am the best either way. Tan or white, we just are just whack. But I am not a part of the whack pack.
Tan Mom, Tan Mom, Tan Mom,
It's Patricia.
Tan Mom, Tan Mom, Tan Mom, Tan Mom. She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see. She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see.
Bitches, bring it on. Bitches, bring it on. Bitches. So what you gonna do? Oh my God, you gonna walk in my shoes? My name is Patricia Marie. It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom. It's Patricia. I can do what I want. Take off my clothes, which I wouldn't do. Which I wouldn't do.
Tan Mom, Tan Mom, Tan Mom,
It's Patricia.
Tan Mom, Tan Mom, Tan Mom, Tan Mom. She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see. She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see.
All I wish is someone to realize how much I am, and not just tan-wise. I am the biggest person you'll ever. It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom.
New life. Do you understand what that means? That means walk away. It's not Tan Mom.
It's Patricia. Bitches.
She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see.
Not Tan Mom.
She's free.
It's not Tan Mom. It's not Tan Mom. It's Patricia.
She's free to be Patricia Marie. You see. She's free.
Okay, so our first person with a question for Adam is Liberal Larry. Larry, what's your question?
I just want to know how you met the Tan Mom. I mean, how did that come together? I don't see you two partying in the same club and going, "Hey, we should do something together."
We were actually, so that's a good question. We actually
Good question.
were set up by our manager, and so we had the same manager at the time, and she was like, she specialized in doing like these viral projects. This was like 2013 when the viral whole scene was kind of blowing up. So we had this manager, and she set us up to meet at Zen Burger of all places. And Patricia showed up drunk and got more drunk as we were there, and then proceeded to like, and then we've talked about this before, molest me in the car on the way home. And there's audio of this. I think Howard Stern played it years ago or something on one of the shows, where she like literally gropes me in the car. And I was like, I called my manager. I was like, I don't ever want to work with this woman again. I might be pressing charges. Like, you know. And I was not a fan of hers. I was really, that's the tea. Like I was like, she was way over the top because she was really, I also am very sober. Like, so I am like this stone cold sober person, and you have this drunk person here, you know, and so we were just like oil and vinegar or not. And I was like, get her off me, you know. And now it's kind of funny because she, you know, we're like best friends, you know, I love her. And, you know, it's just so funny. Like she was also like, you know, she went to rehab since, and she's kind of been in and out of stuff. So, but she's doing well now. And I love her. So
awesome. Okay, Eric, your audio is horrible.
Hi, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, kind of.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Lisa. You know, the person that was at your place when I called you all night, we had him killed that night. And the people that were at your place the next day, we had him killed as well. It's a stylistic thing. First, I kind of pardon them. They think that everything's going to be okay, and then we just have him killed outside. So that's the thing. I am the ringleader of the organization, Elisa. I've had thousands of people that have come to your home and raped you, killed. So like most of the time, like more than half the time when someone comes to your place and they go, oh, great, I just showed up at your door randomly, and they walk away, I have them killed. I have them killed like most of the time. So most of the people you've had sex with, I've killed them myself. I am the ringleader of the most dangerous terrorist organization in the world right now. I am the U.S. president currently of the Democratic Party. So that's how we actually fund the country. So that person you were just talking to, I called it into the FBI, and I spoke with one of our closers, and she said he's telling her right now he's going to try to kill her this week for $10 million. He's telling me this right now, and she goes, I'm going to terminate this call right now. So this week you're going to be able to actually get to bed on time, Elisa, because that person who you just walked away from, we're just going to have him killed right now. We'll just have him killed tonight, so that you don't have to worry about it. I hope that makes sense. Like most of the time when you have sex with a random person who shows up at your door, I have him killed that night. Yeah, like that's how I do business. You know, and that's just business. I'm a billionaire. If you're not a billionaire and you have sex with the wife of a billionaire, I'm going to have you killed that night. If you're a billionaire, you can show up at her place, then there might be a bidding war. But most of the time I just have him killed. 99% of the time I just have him killed that night. So those two people who were at your place the next day after I had that person killed the night before, you know, because you were like, oh, this is the ringleader. I am the ringleader. 99% of the time I have them killed at your door when they walk away because you like the sex. You like the sex, and I have them killed the next day. That's just how we do it. And that's how we've gotten through the revolution. It's like you like the sex, we have them killed that next day. Most of the time we have them killed that night. And that's just how the U.S. government operates right now. You're a first lady, so you like the sex. Great. It's their last day on earth. Wonderful. You know, and then we just double our money. We call it a credit default swap. They defaulted on their loan. They walked out of the central bank. They're going to try to go back to wherever they were. They just raped a first lady, so we kill them on the spot. And the great thing about it is that you like it. So as long as you like it, we just keep it up, you know? And when you change your tune, then we evolve with you. You know, we develop with you in your brand. But yeah, that person that you were just talking to, you know, he's going to be killed like now. Yeah. And that's the thing about it is that's how we fund the country. You know, you come in looking to steal $10 million and sell it on the black market from the central bank to some random entity that's going to bring the money to the central bank. And then it's going to bring it to Donald. He's going to bring it up the ladder to the Waltons. And then he's going to bring it to Adolf Hitler. He's going to bring it right directly to me. And when he brings it to me, I'm going to have him killed. So they already know that. They already know that by design. So it's within 24 hours they get shot on the spot. And that's just how we run the country because we're in the middle of a revolution. Normally, we would want to give them like 2 weeks, but we can't afford 2 weeks notice right now. When they look in your eyes and they walk away with the private information from the Pentagon, like literally they walk away with Barack Obama's private file, they just get shot on the spot. You know, and that's the funny thing. They like it so much because they like to like participate. I mean, thousands, Lisa, thousands and thousands and thousands of people I've had.
Wits, can you please help? I know you have COVID right now, but can you please help me? Come on. You're muted, Wits. Ugh. Eric, I don't like this. What are you saying to me? I don't even know who you're talking about right now.
There was 2 days where you didn't even sleep. You had sex with that person all night, and then you said, okay, you're doing just fine. You let him go. I killed him the moment he walked out of the building. The moment he walked out of the building, we put a bullet in his head, and we threw him in a body bag and took him out.
Hold on one second. I'm just getting a caller. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Elisa, this guy is crazy. Oh my God. What the fuck is Eric Briggs talking about?
I don't know. No one knows. I pick the bad men. I don't have a good picker. I don't pick good men. Right, Sherman? I mean,
I don't know.
Sherman,
My picker's broke too, and I think the picker is connected to Eric for sure. Like, why is Eric? I don't understand. That was really scary. And we've talked to Eric about this before. A bunch of really strange stuff took place this week. There was a mood that swept through the Kermit verse this week, right? And we were all worried about Eric earlier this week. There was something's going on with him. Something's not right, right? So whatever you're going to do, you need to really make sure that you're protecting yourself in any way you can.
Yeah, I mean, oddly enough, I feel safe.
Good,
you know?
good. We know where he is. We know he's not near you. He's not swooping in and taking anybody out. But he really focuses on a lot of violent stuff, and that does make me nervous.
Yeah, and it's very strange because, I mean, I wonder who he thinks that I slept with this week. I mean, that is exciting that he thinks I was with someone.
Well, and obviously it was fantastic because it kept you awake for 2 days straight. So it was clearly worth mentioning.
Well, it's actually Eric who kept me up for 2 days straight because he kept calling me all night long. I'm going to call for backup. Liberal Larry, what do you think of like me protecting myself? How do I protect myself, as a liberal in this country?
That just scared the poop out of me. But I know that I'm not coming around you because I don't want to be shot in the head and thrown in the bushes. That's all I know. But I think you should protect yourself with some kind of like cat brass nuggets that looks like a cat head. The ears are pointed. You could stab them in the eye. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. When you're dating, you have to be very, very cautious. Obviously, I've gone after. Actually, can my producer please, my producer Leaf or Wheezy, reach out to Liberal Larry to help his microphone. Whoever's producing the show. Actually, Witz, are you producing? Or are you with COVID right now? Are you doing the COVID thing right now?
In one hand.
What?
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Your audio is horrible, but I actually need your help to help other people. So just help your audio.
Well, I can't do nothing about it. This explains a lot. They're saying COVID, but I actually got a FedEx overnight package in the mail from Edinburgh, Texas. And I had loaned Bob like $20 6 months ago. And he FedExed me like $5 back, and it was dusty. I think that fucker poisoned me. I've turned it into the federal government, and they're moving extremely slow. So with the things that Eric is saying, they just might all be involved together in this.
Involved together in what?
Trying to kill me.
Oh, you think everyone's trying to kill you?
Not everyone. Bob tried to kill me. He sent me a old dusty $5 bill. I thought that white powder was just like Texas border dust.
Huh. I don't think so. Bob's a really nice guy. I'm forgiving him because he was really bad to me. He quit the show. He was COO. I had to bring in Liberal Larry because Trumpster Bob, he just left. And it was very hurtful. I hate when people do that. I hate when people just leave the show. I get very emotional about it. So I actually, what I do is I either write a poem about it or I write a song about it. I wrote this for Bob.
Our
But here's the truth about it. Elisa Jordana is this narcissistic bitch who claims to be about Kermit and Friends, like Sesame Street. The fact is, she's addicted to the fucking turmoil and the fucking hate and discontent, but she doesn't want to be associated with it. KAF is the biggest piece of shit show on planet fucking Earth. It's the biggest hate fucking game in the fucking game today. You're never gonna find a bigger fucking vile piece of shit hate game than KAF.
All right, Bob, you're back. Welcome back.
I had to get a fresh dip of snuff. So I haven't really been watching, but a lot of people have been contacting me about these freakizoids you had on your show, none of which could even pass the Trump Survive Butthole Challenge.
You mean Liberal Larry and Adam?
Oh, is that who was on your show? I don't know. I came on, though, because I got a call from somebody entitled Kermit and Friends, so it's probably Eric. So, but they didn't answer, so I came over to see what was going on in the show, and I saw a couple of Fruit Loops over here, and I thought, oh, God. So I went into my chat on Discord, and everybody was talking about how the show just went to hell, and I said, what do you want me to do about it? And somebody said, go save the show, Bob, and I said, well, what the hell can I do over there?
Bob, I just have very nice guests today. I have a Billboard, a guy who's on the Billboard charts with like #1 hits. That's worked with tons of celebrities. I mean, he's a superstar.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Who says they're #1 hits? I mean, when a guy gets up there and acts like a fruitcake, I guarantee you he's not going to produce a #1 hit of anything except for over at the gay community.
Bob, he's very popular. He was on Howard Stern. Howard Stern called it his #1 favorite song. And then I have Liberal Larry, who's your replacement. He's a great guy.
He ain't a great guy. He's a Fruit Loop. Look at it. I got a question for Liberal Larry and a challenge. I got a real butthole challenge for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know you got a blowed out butthole. I'll tell you what I do. I want to challenge you to get one of these. I want to challenge you to get a full bottle, not Tabasco though. I want to see you get some of that ghost pepper hot sauce and stick that bottle as far as you can up your keister live stream and empty that whole thing out up in there.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Ooh, you can handle ghost pepper hot sauce up your keister.
Bob, what is your problem with Adam? He has a great music career. He's been on Oprah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You have a problem with me? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. You listen. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Get this guy. Oh hell no. Get me.
I know he's being bad, Adam.
Okay.
Adam, do you got a bottle of hot sauce? Can you make
Adam
it disappear?
is gone. My name is Dylan now. You're dealing with Dylan.
Oh, you're
you
Dylan
don't know
now,
Adam
huh?
has split personality
Let me see you take a full bottle of hot sauce and make it disappear up your keister.
Listen, you're dealing with Dylan now, mother. Okay, mother. Okay, so this is Dylan. You want to come in
Look
for
at him
Dylan?
go.
Adam is
Look
a
at him go. I got him riled up now. Can
Dylan
you
ain't
even
gonna
do a
take
bottle of
Grandpa
Tabasco
Moses over
sauce?
here
I'll
with the
even light
beer
the heat
bottle and
factor
friggin'
for
go
you
to the
because I don't
bar,
think
man.
either one of us
Okay.
can do
Very
ghost pepper hot
rude,
sauce.
Bob. You're being very rude to our guests. Look at our wonderful guests. We have 2 great guests today. You're rude to both of them.
Yeah, they
Both of
both
them.
suck. They both suck. I wouldn't even let them on my live stream. They suck. What do you want to ruin a live stream?
Thank you, Bob. You have saved the show. I was the one who contacted you on Discord. No offense. I love you, Lisa. It was me. The show was stalling, and I brought him, and he has saved it. I guarantee everyone's laughing at this. It's beautiful. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
You did this? Oh my
I'm afraid
gosh.
I did, yeah.
Why did you contact
Because
Bob?
I'm offended that you've replaced him with that fruitcake. And I was the one who said, I knew we can't pass the Bob. And I loved his fucking response. It wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I knew it.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Let's just say a short prayer with Christine. Maybe she can help us put us in the right direction. Christine, Bob, he is being mean to our guests. He's making fun of them. He's being horrible. He quit. He came back, and he's just berating everybody. He's being mean about the show. Do you have a prayer for us, Christine?
Well, I can pray. I didn't have a prayer prepared. This is the apocalypse, and we're all supposed to try to act like Jesus, and I don't see that happening right now. So I will say that prayer. Father God, when two or more are praying, we know that you are present, and we just ask that you bring the Holy Spirit over each and every one of your children that believe in you, and rebuke the devil in their tongue, in their actions, and let them be of one mind in the truth, which is your Son, Jesus Christ. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Sometimes you just need that. You need a little prayer once in a while just to have some good energy and positivity. Lori, what are your thoughts on our guest today? Do you like the guests?
I'm getting like Adam Lambert vibes from Adam.
Okay, that's
And
fun.
I used to be a huge fan of Adam Lambert when I was like 10 years old.
Okay. All right. All right. So now we're talking. Okay. So great. Yeah. I mean, not everybody's going to like everybody, right?
Right.
So that's just the way it is. I want people to know that.
Mhm.
So, if you're liberal Larry, you have a strong stance. So not everybody's going to be on your side. Probably most people or half the people won't, right? But you have to be who you are. I think that's the moral of this whole thing is
You gotta
don't
be yourself and love yourself.
Yes, love yourself. And if people don't like it, then they don't belong with you, right?
Yeah,
If they don't
you
like
gotta
it.
you gotta rid yourself of whatever does not serve you.
Exactly. And one day they might turn around. I've had people be very against me before and not agree with what I stand for, but then eventually they come around if they're meant to. I believe if they're meant to. But don't worry about it too much. Don't dilute, what you stand for and who you are and what you believe in for other people. Right? Don't do that, right, Lori? Just be yourself. I mean, you've had changes throughout the years. You look completely different right now than when I saw you last. What happened? Is it a new makeup artist?
No, I just felt like doing this to my hair because I missed having the green in my hair.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of purple, but you really can't see it. It looks more blue right now. And I've gotten on antidepressants and stuff, and right now I'm just focusing on what I can control, and my hair is one of the things that I can control.
Absolutely. Focus on the things that you can control. Like you can control your actions. You can't control Trumpster Bob or the Bat Associate or Eric. You cannot control Eric.
I tried to help you with Eric, but it just got to be too much.
Okay, so here's the thing about it. So we're well aware that Lori is also a ringleader for all of the human trafficking. We're well aware that when people come to Lori's house, I have them killed. I have them killed often. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of people, because there used to be a whole ton of human trafficking going through Lori's house. So it's the same exact situation. Like, I met Lori. I said, you're at the right age. I can have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people got killed at your house right now. So at Lori's house, out in the woods, if you were to see the actual report of the amount of people that have come to Lori's house to have sex with her, but they've never gotten that far because she's very young. So she's at the right age in her development. So as they're coming towards her place in the hills, we have Marines that are just stationed there as snipers, and we just blow off their heads. So that's what makes Lori.
You fuckers, you tried to kill me. Who tried to kill me? And how come they're not investigating it fast enough?
You're dead. We already called it in. So we already placed the hit on your head. It's over $1 billion.
Yeah, well, they failed. I'm still here.
You're going to be killed. You're going to be killed
I'm
after this.
still here.
Nobody's going to be killed. Nobody. I'm getting a caller. I'm getting a Kermit
He'll be
and Friends.
killed after this call. He'll be killed after this call.
Okay, let me just take the call. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, Elisa, it's Kenny.
Hey, Kenny. Thanks for calling in.
Listen, you're welcome. I'm watching the show. Eric is scaring me a little. I just want to give you an offer. If you ever feel unsafe, you have a place here in Canada. You can come up to the beach. You'll love it. And, we have Wi-Fi. Just if you need a place, you've got it, Elisa.
Thank you so much. I should be running to Canada sometime soon. If Eric arrives here, I will definitely go there. I really appreciate that offer.
Elisa, anytime. Take care, okay?
Take care. Wow, what a great guy. See, there's good people out there. You focus on those people. Do not focus on the people threatening to kill you. You focus on the good people. Let's focus on Wappy right now. He has a song to play for us. Everybody enjoy.
Dust devil swept you away, still not real, as turn in silence. Talk to me. Dust devil swept you away, my recollections are all that's left of you. Swirling sway without me. Dust devil swept you away, whirling playful dancing about you. What's left of you is ash and urn in this silent horizon. Dust devil swept you away, my recollections are all that's left of you. Swirling sway without me. Dust devil swept you away, whirling playful dancing about you. And what's left of you is ash and urn in this silent horizon.
Good morning. Let's see. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are blue. You never know how much I love you. Don't you take my sunshine away. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine.
Hey Elaine, this is Derek. I was giving you a call because, I've been really worried about Lisa, like more than normal. I know I get this way sometimes around the holiday. The equinoxes line up. I think it has so much to do with her vacation. Her vacation is just so not the eye of the storm. And if I could make a wish, it would be to bring you, Elaine, and Lisa here to Seattle, to my place, together, and have sex with the two of you, however you like. Just the three of us. For, ever. We could be all together. We could start rock bands, live in Seattle, go to the lake. That would be like a dream come true, So I really appreciate you, hon. I love you so much, man. You're a real class act, and I look forward to making love to you sometime soon. And promise to tell that to Lisa soon, because I know that she really likes to see you. Anyways, love you. Bye-bye.
All right, Wheezy, what do you think of the show so far? You think we're going to have some good wrap-up shows
Oh,
today?
yes. I mean, there's so much to process. There's a lot to process.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chase said he wants to do the wrap-up show first. So I encourage everybody to go to his wrap-up show first. And then there we'll have information about my wrap-up show. Probably maybe with Bob, depending. I don't know.
Okay, so we'll have multiple wrap-up shows with Bob and Wheezy and Chase and Charmin And if the new people like Liberal Larry or Adam want to join in, you can always go to those wrap-up shows. I'll put the Kermit and Friends Discord server in
That's the best place for everyone to go. And
How do we do that? How can we put that in the chat here? Can someone invite everyone to the Discord server in the chat so that way people can go there, so that way they can find the wrap-up shows, because they're really hard to find otherwise.
they are.
They're hard to find. So, hit me up if you want to be a part of it. Just getting Tall Dark. Oh, Tall Dark and a Handful. Hello. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, I just wanted to tell Wits In, if you want to get into the secret server, all you got to do is do a Kermit video for Elisa every other week.
Ah, that's great. Yes, if anybody wants to be Kermit the Frog or any other Muppet here, that is highly, highly suggested if you want to get airtime. So if Wits In would have been Kermit, he would have been on the whole show today. But he was not Kermit. He had horrible audio. He was laying in bed. And I just don't know what's going on with him. He has COVID. He has his phone vertical, not horizontal. And he's just... Oh, there he is. Okay, so he's here. Okay, Wits, so will you agree? Thank you, Tall. Would you agree to be Kermit for now on, so that way you get more airtime?
No.
No?
I don't want to do that. I help somebody else do it, but I don't want to do it.
Okay, are you doing a wrap-up show today?
Man, I don't know. I feel like death warmed over.
Yeah, you have COVID right now, don't you?
Bob tried to kill me. He sent me white powder in the FedEx mail.
All right. So you know what? I'm sorry to hear that, Wits. That's just part of it. When you have some fame, people tend to send you things. Liberal Larry, any advice for people like Wits? Obviously, he's at risk. People are sending him things. He's eating those things. What should he do?
I just want to know what the white powder was. It donuts? Because that's a large man. Where did that white powder come from?
Yeah, he's a big hunk of a man, that Wits, and I don't really know what's going on with him, but he has a thermometer. He's been very under the weather this week, and we're sorry for him. If anybody needs any advice from you, Larry, how do they contact you? How do they reach you? How do people be in your life? They want to be in your life.
Well, I have Liberal Larry has his own Facebook page, and I do a lot of stuff on YouTube, so you can. And I always just say Google Liberal Larry. But the one thing that I wanted to say here is Bob scares me with his fascination with buttholes. I don't know why he wants to have somebody shove hot sauce. He always talks about buttholes. What's up with that?
Well, I just thought I'd give you a challenge. You might be able to actually produce and win.
Well, I just thought you'd give me a challenge that hasn't been done before. That's what I was thinking.
No, but that's his favorite thing to do, Larry. That's his favorite thing to do. He loves buttholes. Yes, Kermit and Friends.
Hey, Elisa, it's Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, I just want to say, Liberal Larry is freaking awesome.
Everybody likes Liberal Larry more than Bob. That's the general consensus. Liberal Larry better than Bob.
He's quickly becoming a fan favorite. I hope he sticks around and keeps coming on the show. He's fantastic.
Yeah, so you could.
Larry, love you, Lisa.
Yeah, everybody loves Larry. They love him way more than Bob. I wonder if Bob has an opinion about that. Bob, any opinions that people like Larry more than you?
Nah, that's not true. I'm getting more hate against him than anything. I do want to sing Rob my fan song that I made for him, though. If you
All
have
right, go
time.
ahead. Make it quick.
Well, bring Rob up. I want to sing it to him.
All right. He's got a song for you, a very quick song.
Hello, Rob. Since I'm a fan of yours, I made this song for you. I know you're going to love it.
I know you're a fan. You copy everything I fucking do.
No, you're the one that copies. Quit it. Just stop it. Stop trying to reverse roles here.
You're anti-Kermitarian. You follow me like a little puppy
You're
dog.
the anti-mini-me, and that's just the way it is. No, I'm anti-you. That's what this is all about.
The
So I'm
fuck
going
was in that powder you sent me, man? Why did you send me the white powder?
Look, anybody can go to a hospital with COVID-19 patients and take dollar bills and rub it on their sweat, send it to people.
Oh, I'm gonna send you some fucking money, man. How much does a case of Keystone cost? I'll buy you Coors.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. $20 to do. Hey, look.
I'll
So,
send you
I want to sing you this song, okay? Because I know she's bit for time here.
And
It
then
goes
I
like
want to
this.
talk about that damn guest. How does a guy like that? That's what's wrong with this world, man. All these fucking skinny jean, man bun, fucking. They're not men. He's got all them fucking women around him. Oops, here I'm alone.
Which
He's
guest?
got all
Which
the
guest?
women around him. Good looking women on the video. How does
Adam?
he do that? Why are women attracted to sissies like that?
He's a famous
I'm a
celebrity.
man.
He's a
I
famous
don't know if
celebrity.
that's
Will.
him.
How do listen?
I'll
put up
tell
with
you
you.
why. I know why. He's a famous celebrity. He's talented. He's fun. He does what he loves, and he doesn't care what people think. That's why.
Confidence, dude. You gotta just that negative shit's gotta go away, and you gotta be confident. Like hating on me is
Why
not
don't
gonna
you
bring
help
you
me
in.
out? I'll sweep the floors wherever you're at. I'll do. I'll fucking empty the trash, sweep floors. Because all them damn women, man. You got like 100 women around you. Other than that, I don't care for you much.
That's right. You have 100 women around you, and it's obvious why. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you? Oh, wait. Sorry, 1 second. Yes? Kermit and Friends.
Hi, Elisa. It's Supertramp.
Hi, Supertramp.
I just wanted to ask Adam if he's single.
Okay. Adam?
Okay, so it depends. Like for the guy that said he had a lot of money before, yes.
Okay.
Depends. It depends on who's
Which
asking.
guy was that? Just out of
I don't know.
curiosity.
I think it was the crazy guy, so actually maybe not. The one that was trying to kill people, so forget, not him. But it's whoever, listen, I can't, listen, I'm open to all types of friends and partners.
So actually,
I do have a partner.
this guy on the phone is a really good catch. All right, Supertramp, tell him about yourself.
Well, I'm a really good catch.
Yeah, he's handsome. He's smart.
I'm handsome. I'm tall. I'm smart.
He's tall.
Well educated.
Well educated. He has a job. He works, right?
Yep. One of the few Kermitarians who do.
Yep. All right, you're gonna reach out to him later. Okay, this is good. All right, but you did say you are taken. Is that you have a partner, Adam?
Yeah, I do have a partner. Yeah, I have a partner here in Florida. We kind of live together, and he's on my channel. You'll see him if you pop in.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I'm getting another caller. Yes, Kermit and Friends. How can I help you?
Yes, hello, Elisa. This is Randy. I was calling to inquire about Adam.
Adam. Okay, another call for Adam. Wow. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, I'm a multimillionaire. I have a cock the size of Texas, and I was hoping you might come to dinner with me sometime.
Slide into my DMs. They're open for you.
Yes, DMs.
Oh, come on, Adam. Don't be so randy. Say yes.
I did.
He said yes.
My DMs are open. Why?
DMs are open on
Not at all.
Twitter. He's on Twitter. Okay, so go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, go
Okay,
for it.
okay. So nobody be afraid. Just because Adam is living with someone in a committed relationship, that doesn't mean that you should stop DMing him.
Yeah,
So
you
if
know
people
how to get
want
there.
to contact you, Adam, I'm just curious. You work with a lot of strange people, right?
I do. Myself included, but I do.
Okay. So you're strange. The people you work with are strange. Not saying I relate to that. But how do you have a good positive mindset like you have, where you can handle a person like Bob, or because there are trolls. You must be trolled at least as half as much as me, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I want to apologize for my cousin Dylan. I call my cousin Dylan. It's like a personality. But if you go on my channel, you'll definitely see more of him.
Okay.
And it's basically that's exactly what I do. Is I turn it into comedy because life is fucking funny. Like it's not everybody's so serious all the time. Listen, I'll be honest with everyone. Like obviously, I'm not very liberal. I'm somewhat liberal, maybe more in the middle. My family is so far right. It's like they're over there in Mississippi. So but they live in Florida. So, I'm all different ways with my political views and everything, but just fucking laugh. That's my motto, and just have fun. Otherwise, otherwise don't do it.
Exactly. So the music career that you've had, the YouTube videos, is this your job?
Yeah, I mean, when we had COVID, I kind of pivoted to I didn't know, a year and a half ago, I didn't know anything about YouTube. I was getting 2 people watching my streams,
Yeah.
And I doubled down. I did the research, and this goes back to what I was saying about doing work. I studied all in quarantine, digital producing and StreamYard and I got to the point where I'm producing this really amazing stuff, and I'm like, that's just my hard work, so now it's kind of that's what I do for my living, and I love it, and it's bringing me joy, and I'm laughing, and that's why I'm able to like, because the haters are always going to be there. They're always there, and if they're not there, that means that you're doing something so boring that nobody cares about it, and that's the worst thing in the world to me.
Exactly. So if you're not getting like white substances sent to your home,
Mail. Yeah, and you can't sniff them, then they're probably not good.
exactly. So, okay. So what can people look forward to on your channel when they follow you, when they get involved in, Adam's world, Into the Dish? What can they look forward to there?
Well, I want to give a super big shout out to my co-star Cynthia Beaumont. She's very polarizing. If you think, if you think she's a little crazy and out there, and like she has a lot of people that feel a way about her, but I love her. It's a crazy sketch comedy channel, which is what we've turned it into. It's a lot of funny stuff. You'll see characters like the one I just did there. With I don't even remember his name, but and by the way, I vote for Liberal Larry too, by the way. He's got my vote, obviously, 1,000%.
Yes, absolutely. He's fantastic. Okay, so people will follow you, they'll have fun. Will their lives get better once they're in your world, you think?
It depends if there's alcohol and marijuana pens involved, but try it. What have you got to lose? Come and see if you laugh. If you don't, then you'll just block me and never have to see me again.
Yes, you're getting tremendous comments here. People are saying that you're refreshing. They want to meet you. They want to know you. You have a delightful way about you where I think people are, it's appealing. It's very appealing.
I feel it from you. Me and you, our energies are good. I think one to one.
Thank you so much. So everybody, obviously follow Adam, follow Liberal Larry, follow all our guests today. Thank you so much for joining us on Kermit and Friends. There's going to be multiple wrap-up shows. They're going to be discussing Adam. They're going to be discussing Liberal Larry. They're going to be discussing everybody here, all the stories, all the drama, all the craziness. Eric, are you going to be joining us on the wrap-up show today?
Oh, I'm going to be having all these people killed immediately right now. So yeah, so all the human trafficking people, I just got off the phone with a police officer. He said he was fine with letting go of Wappy. I told him that I'd been to Hitler's place. We're looking to become rock stars. And he said that he was comfortable with cleaning up himself. So he's going to take care of Wappy. The LAPD is going to take care of Wappy today. As far as Adam and then Wicks and that other person, it's going to be one FBI agent on Adam. It's going to be another one on Wicks and the other person. And they're going to play out that game, and they're going to have a lot of fun with it. And that game starts right now, by the way. So right now it's called, we call it Odd Men Out in the Pentagon. So basically you say, I'm out, and you sit around a table and go, I'm out. And you walk out the door and I'm out. And they don't just play it in one city. They play it in every single city in the country all at one time. That's how we eliminate risk. When it comes to risk, Elisa, it is always a process of elimination. And when it comes to having a rewarding life and going snowboarding with your husband, once you understand the risks, then it's just a matter of doing it. So let's plan on going snowboarding this week. You're not going to get raped anytime this week. You're going to be able to get some sleep. Lucas is going to enjoy this a lot. He's going to be able to put out the hits at Dragon's Inc. and raise the money. And yeah, so they're already sleeping with the fish. And that's what always happens 100% of the time. But normally it takes 24 hours. And this time their time has come. Okay.
Come be the light in the darkest place. I'm shining in outer space. Up above, you see me, yeah, I'm the star they say. Living a dream, yeah, no time to conversate. I speak with the songs I play. Starlight come, just like the sun. Number one, I'm screaming just because. Spitfire tone, just like a loaded gun. I'm having fun, I'll do it. I'm having fun, I'll do it. Just like a loaded gun, can't wait to use it. The way her body's moving to the place. I'm shining in outer space. Up above, you see me, yeah, I'm a star to say. Living a dream, yeah, no time to conversate. I speak with the songs I play. Starlight, come, just like the sun. Number one, I'm screaming just because. Spitfire tongue, just like a loaded gun. I'm having fun, I'll do it. Starlight, come, just like the sun. Number one, I'm screaming just because. Spitfire tongue, just like a loaded gun. I'm having fun, I'll do it. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you so much.